I'm going to try and make this a 2-minute tip. I do my best. The question that comes up is, what do people think of investors? It's very simple. If you're a listing agent in most cases and you're not an investor, just a listing agent, your idea is that, we're bottom feeders, scum suckers, God knows what you think about us. But the reality is that's a nature of the marketplace. People believe that investors take advantage of sellers by giving them a lower price than fair market value. Duh, that's exactly right. We don't take advantage of them, but we do have to give them a price less than fair market value. Otherwise, we couldn't make a living. Now, every realtor will tell you the solution to the homeowner's problem is simply to give them more money. Get them the maximum amount they can. That's entirely wrong. In many cases, that is not the solution to the problem. The problem is that it needs to be resolved quickly. There's a date, and the only way it's going to happen is that an investor comes in for cash and solves that problem. If you watch my other videos with students and we talk about profits of $40,000, $60,000, $108,000, whatever the number is, some of you guys out there are going to say to yourself, hey boy, they really took advantage of that homeowner. Those homeowners in many cases give us letters of compliment for solving it because they've had it listed 2 or 3 times, they can't sell it. And as time treks on, days on the market, DOM, it becomes more severe for them until finally an emotional or financial collapse. We come in and solve the problem by doing cash closings and quickly. So, however, the stigmatism from a few bad apples in the barrel comes back to investors take advantage of. So what I would suggest you do is you don't call yourself an investor. When you deal with realtors or homeowners, you call yourself a rehabber because in many cases you will be. Sometimes a listing agent will say to you, are you an investor? Your answer should be, well, let me tell you what we do. We predominantly look to find homes for one of 3 things. To rehab them, turn them back into the community, to hold them as rental properties, or in fact to offer them to other people who come along, because sometimes our crews can't get all of the properties done on time. I have to sell the inventory. And oh, by the way, while I'm mentioning that to you, do you have any cash buyers where you would like to earn 6% or more as the agent that brings me the buyer directly, but on deals that you can't get yourself? They're not listed, they're below market. And by the way, how many below market deals do you get listings on? And if they tell you, every one of my deals sells at or above the listing price, I'm happy for them, but they're not deals, they're retail buyers. Otherwise, think about this, if they could buy properties below retail value, below what it takes to make a decent profit on it, they'd be doing it themselves. And if they say to you, well, I can't do that because I don't have any money, they're right. Most cases, that's the real problem. They've never made any money. And if they have the money, they're going to be doing it. Some of our most successful students are brokers. What they did is they fired their employees, they fired their agents, they opened up their own shop, and they dually are investors and realtors. I forgot to mention something in another video, and darn it, I'm going to mention it here anyway. One of the ways to overcome this issue of is wholesaling illegal, and every one of the Department of Business Regulations in all the states will tell you, just get a realtor's license. So if you want to be a realtor, people come to me and say, should I be a realtor to be an investor? My answer is no. It's a handicap. And it's a handicap because you have to disclose you're a realtor. And when you sit with a homeowner and you say to them, yeah, here's what we're going to do and here's how it's going to work, and they say, great, sign me up. And then you say, oh, by the way, I have to disclose to you that I'm a licensed agent in the state of wherever, their mind slips back to, if you're licensed, you may be taking advantage of me. You must know the house is worth more. I hope it is worth more, or you wouldn't be doing it. So all of these things come into play, and I'm not going to belabor them anymore. I've gone over my 2 minutes. I hope that helped. I'll see you in the next 2-minute tip.